morning, afternoon, whatever time it is. It's actually afternoon, it's 1:15. I've got to help her down the plot today. We're going to be clearing out the shed. She's just busy munching on a pack of hula hoops. There are other crisp brands available. But let's spin you around and show you what we want to get done in the next few hours, basically. Here is the shed. And on the inside is an absolute pigsty. This used to be looking so good on the inside. I used to use this as my tool bench and everything, so I used to use this quite frequently. This is where I put my first water system in, tap sink, rainwater in there. It's all gravity fed. But I've had a bit of a problem in here with rats. I did store this, and it looks like they're actually nesting underneath. So what I'm going to do, with the help of Leslie, we're going to clear out this entire shed floor, give it a good sweep, see what needs to be repaired, and get cracked on with it. It's a bit of a tight squeeze in here, so I'm not going to be able to get any camera footage for the inside, but I'll show you what it's like after we've been done. So making headway in here. I've just had a little shout though. Leslie says that she's found spring around the corner, so I want to see what she's on about. Any idea what she's on about? But where's she? Where are you? Oh, wait, man, really? Found spring around the, found our spring. Oh god, right, let's crack. I'm getting on back on in here. What a difference, what a massive difference in here it is now. It is a cracking little shed, but it's too small. So I always try to get bigger and bigger. I found a lot of things, with the help of Leslie. Found lots of things which I can put to good use, and I'll show you just one of them now. I found some locks as well, so I can put some locks on the greenhouse. So let's show you one of the good things that I've been able to find, which will help us now with prevention of the vermin. So I found many of these mice traps and rat traps. I've got them all just primed up, so I just need to put a bit of food on the end of there, and just at the end of there, and bang. Ouch. Sad, but it's got to be done. It's vermin. I want them out of this shed, out of the way, but with Leslie's help, managed to get this shed lovely and tidy. So let's show you what it's like from the door in over. And there we go. What a difference. Absolute difference. I can actually step in to here now, and I can step in again. So all of that, the inside insulation was from the middle of the wall here, and they've been getting in down that corner down there. So I've set a trap down here with a bit of bait on, and also they're getting in down this corner down here as well. So I'll set another one down here, and then see if we can stop them from coming in. But that's all sorted. I'm going to prime this again, but hey, what an absolute difference. So thank you very much, darling. But let's have a look outside, because I've got to fill this now. So yeah, that was a good side. This is the bad side. It's got a few things that needs to be binned. I've got to get this section tidied up, and I've got to get that section tidied up by there as well. And down here. So I've still got this to do, but I'll show you what it's like after I put the stuff in, because there's not that much stuff to put in, to be honest. Comfy there, like. Sitting in my seat. My seat. Right, I want to show you very quickly what else here. I'm just going to have to straddle my wife. Bear with us 1 second. Leslie, stop touching us. Right, so get off. Right. Pack it in. Right, so I put them sewings in yesterday, cuttings yesterday, and as you can see, they've went right down like that. Don't worry if they look like that. They will perk back up again. It's just obviously because you've cut them off the main plant. So, yeah, don't worry if that happens. So I've had a little bit more action, a little bit more movement on the broccoli. I'm not going to do this every day. It's just obviously you can see a bit of green now, which is nice to see. So give that a week, another week, because I'm not going to be here for only a few days, and they'll be through. Happy days. That's me and Leslie sorted for down my plot today. I am at work Tuesday to Friday, so I'll be back down at the weekend to see what more stuff that I can get sorted. I will be coming back down later on, and I will show you the goodies that I'm picking up, and then like I said, I'll be back down at the weekend. So thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome.
For pestering us. probably like poking us in the belly and everything when I'm standing trying to record. She's a pest. See you later on. So it's now 7:15. Same day, same Monday. See my brother in the background there. He's been coming to give us a hand. I'll show you the new toy that I've picked up. So, not so much a new toy, but something you all know I enjoy collecting. I've get myself another park fire. So with the help of Jonathan, what we're going to do is we're going to get that. We're going to get it into the garden. So wish me luck. Right, it's getting a bit of a darker now, but that's the new fire. Spot on. I do have all the bits for it. It has been in use recently. It does need a bit of adjustment. I need to get some more rope sealer on the front, take the rest of it off, give it a good scrub, give it a good clean. But kind of complain for 20 quid. So once again, thanks very much, bro. If I get a hand with that, I would never been able to manage it. Well, I would have been manager with the cell, but I probably would have put me back out, to be honest.
You wouldn't have any new videos for another 3 months.
Right, that's most done for today. I will catch you over the course of the week. See what I can get done, little and often, of course. So I'll see what I get done on my lunchtime and stuff like that. So I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you on the weekend. Good afternoon. It is now a Tuesday evening. I've just finished work about 10-15 minutes ago. It's still a bit of daylight. I've got about half an hour's worth of daylight, so I'm going to continue on with the hashtag little and often, just to show you how much you can get done if you just come down and you can just do a little bit at a time. So I've come down today. The plan is check the rat traps, check the fire, get the fire sorted, and I'm going to dig out one of the beds at the bottom because I'm contemplating putting a few parsnips in. So let's get that done. I went here, I've set 2 traps. This one didn't have any stuff on the end of it. They've just taken off the top of the trap. Same with the one that's down here as well. The one that's down there, you can't really see it much in there, but that was just taken, the first stuff was taken off it. So I've reset them traps and stuck it on so that they kind of just take it away. So hopefully catch the culprits by tomorrow. But it is so nice just being able to walk in here now and have somewhere to work, bench to work on the inside. It's nice to have somewhere to put stuff, so I feel better for walking in here already. It's a great feeling once you've managed to get something done to start with. So anyways, let's go down to the fire and get that fire sorted. There's the fire. Fire is all up with wood. I'll wait for that wood to catch a hold and I'll put some more coal on, and that's that done for tonight. So we'll get that shut a little bit. So that's another task sorted. Right, I'll show you the bed in which I'm talking about. I'm going to put parsnips in. So this is the bed here. I'm going to take the hoops off the top. I'm going to take the stuff out of the bed, give it a quick dig over, and then that's ready for me to put some parsnips in. So let's get you put up and let's get this done. With a little task done, that's that sorted out. Now I'm going to go and sit down, sort the fire out, and then I'm going to call it a day. So that's my one task I want to get done. It's done. Sort the fire out, then head home. Well, I'm sitting in the greenhouse. Same as we get on with something else, so I've just brought a load of wood in. I'm going to sit and chop this wood up while I'm waiting for the fire to go on. And I'm going to sit and watch a bit of TV on my phone while I'm down here as well. So I'll sign off for tonight, and like I say, I'll see what I can get sorted over the coming week. So I'll catch you then. Afternoon, it's Thursday afternoon down the plot very quickly. I needed to come and pick some seeds up. As you seen last night, I struggled with getting tomatoes because I've got them all run down here. So I'm going to take a few tomato packets home. I'm going to take a few cucumbers home as well, because I'm going to get some cucumbers on the go shortly as well, when I've got space in my propagator. And Grandad's just put in another 200 tomato plants, so seeds anyways. So we're pretty much on the go now. He's got his fire on. What I want to do is I want to start some flowers off, and I'll show you what flowers I want to start off as well. So when it comes to tomatoes and other plants as well, the good thing is to have companion planting. Now with tomatoes, a good thing to go with tomatoes are marigolds. Now on the packets with marigolds, we'll get about 210 seeds in each pack. I'm going to set one pack away. These are sown indoors from February. Sown indoors from February, plant out in June. So this time around March, we'll be planting out in July time. Around about the same time when the tomatoes go out as well. So what I'm going to do with these, I've got my compost here that I've had covered. Don't let the sun dry it out. Break it all up. Just clover, not clover. I've just got the Humax compost. Just put it, mount across the top. Now, as I always say, look at the back of the packet for the seed instructions. So it says, sow thinly in trays of seed compost, cover lightly with fine layer of compost, firm gently and keep warm. So it's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the seed packet, get it opened. Let's see, I'm doing it very quickly here. And this seed packet doesn't have the insides. Right. Marigolds are one of these plants where you can save the seeds yourself. I've tried it in the past, but the germination's never been great. And for the cost of a packet of seeds, 50 pence, you can get them for 10 pence if you're lucky in the sales. I'm not really bothered about it for marigolds, are worth it. So just give them a good spray, sprinkle over the top of. Each one of these is a seed. I don't need 2 packets in here, 1 packet would be enough. Just hope we get a good germination. Once again, like I said on the live last night, open the packet up, because look at them seeds I would have missed if I didn't open them up. Put it down there. Just mix these around, spread them across, give them all a bit of space, because I will be potting these up when they germinate. So that's them sorted. Light covering. All around. I'm just going to press it down again so it's all got good contact with the soil, top and bottom. And then I'm going to give it a good drink. Oh, I'll find my bottle, that is, there it is there. Got my label all sorted, label in, then that is jobs are good. 210 marigold seeds put in. I'll put a cover over this the best I can, and then I'll put this on the top shelf out of the way so that when the sun hits it, it's lovely and warm. Now we can also sow things like petunias and stuff like that, but I won't be sowing any petunias this year because for the sole fact that I've ordered lots. Got a good deal on petunia plants, plug plants. I'm waiting for them to arrive. They'll be here around about April time. So all I need to do is pot them on, or pot them into the flower wall and the back garden, or get them in hanging baskets. So that's the plan with them. I've also managed to get myself some apricot shade begonias as well. So I've got 10 of them coming at the moment, just to put in a couple of the baskets on the wall as well. So we'll see what happens with the flowers at that time. I still need to get my contact for the dahlias, and I've already getting some promises for some cuttings and some young plants from one of the guys around the corner from myself. So I look forward to getting them. I do need to get the garden prepared next door, so I will be putting the covers on next door over the probably the weekend, and getting next door all tidy, ready to go for plant the dahlias in the ground when the time comes. So preparing and getting that sorted. Good stuff. Right, I don't think there's anything else I'm going to be able to get done tonight, so I will catch you all next time. Hey guys, it is now Friday afternoon, and after a hellish day of work, it's time for a bit of therapy in the garden. So I've getting access to, just focusing on there, so into the plant nursery. So in here, and I've got a few things in here that I'm going to pot up, and I'll show you a new toy that I'm getting, which you might find useful yourselves. So let's get these taken into the greenhouse, in the potting greenhouse, and let's get them potted up. So into the potting shed here, the potting greenhouse should I say, I've brought in some tomatoes that need to be potted up. The strawberry tomatoes and the lemon ones? No, yeah, lemon tomatoes. So I'm going to get them potted up. I've only got a few of them, but on an evening, it's obviously dark nights and stuff like that. I mean, it's all right now. It's, what time is it? It's now 6:10. The lights are starting to get brighter, especially with the clocks going forward this Saturday. So by the time you watch this, it'll be an hour ahead. So we'll be watching this at 8 o'clock if it was today. I suppose 9 o'clock. But anyways, I'm not going to confuse any longer with that. I wanted to be able to use this greenhouse and do a bit of potting on an evening if I needed to. Obviously use as much time as I can of this hours that I've got. So I decided to get myself another light. Now, in this greenhouse I do have electricity, but I need to sort it out and get it all connected up, and I'm not too keen on the cable that I've got put in here. So what I decided to do, which will be helpful for yourselves as well, is I decided to get myself another light. Now I got these lights off Amazon, and I got them for predominantly the kids' bedrooms, so that they can just put them on, and they're rechargeable as well. So this is the light. It's like an LED strip light, and as you can see, it just works by touching it with the skin, put it on. But I'll tell you what a difference it makes. So I'm going to get this, I'm going to touch it up there, so that I can work in here on an evening. Just turn that off. There we go. Turn it off. And the best thing with that is as well, it's magnetic. So I just need to get this. It's just sticky tape on the back. Stick it on somewhere. Bang, sorted. Up there even. Bang, sorted. And then I can just stick that onto there like that. So I'm going to get this put up and you'll see what I mean. Very easy installation. Take the sticker off the back. That's on the window now. And then all I need to do, put that up there, and it's on. I want to move it that way, and move that way, and move it that way, and move that way. Put it for that, and all I need to do is press it on this side even. And the light is on, and I'll show you what it's like in the dark anyways, but obviously it's still too late now to be able to make a difference. But yeah, not a bad light for £11.50. I'll stick a link in the comments below. Like I say, I get nothing from these, but it's handy stuff to have if you haven't got electricity on the plot. These are battery operated. You can charge them at home using a normal USB charger itself. So as I mentioned before, here I have some strawberry tomatoes. I've got a few to go through there, and I've got a few to go through the lemon tomatoes on this side. And it looks like we've actually got a seed here which shouldn't be in there. That was very sneaky of them, wasn't it? They're the mini ricotta yellow chilies. Looks like we're getting one of them in here as well. There's two of them by the looks of things, so I'll have to shift them over, or be careful when I'm removing them. But I'm going to get these put into the 7cm pots. So we'll get them put in now. I haven't got my stand, so I can't do any recording, so I'll show you afterwards. So what I've got here is I've got the strawberry tomatoes. You can see they are looking a little bit blue on the side. I don't know how they've managed to get caught by the cold, but it is what it is. But they're lovely dark green growth on the top. So I've got these all separated off here. And I did use them a bit of water to separate them off. And you can see the tomatoes, what you want me doing is you want me potting them up the stem as well. So as you can see, I've got my pots at the back here. All I'll be doing is just popping that down. Now, you'd sometimes think that you need to pot tomatoes up about there. Don't. Put the tomatoes as far as deep as you can. The reason for that is because on the stems, new roots will form from the stems themselves. And what that will do is it will help anchor in the plant and also create more roots for the plant to grow even bigger and even better. So I'm going to do the rest with these now as well. So I'm going to plant them right up to the top here, right up to about there, and then get the other lot done as well. And there we have the first tomatoes potted up for 2021. Now time to get all of these back in the propagator, because believe you me, it is absolutely Baltic. The light is doing a fantastic job, and if I just turn this off, we'll see if you can see the difference or not. Just now. Knocked it off. Knocked it on. You can see a little bit of difference, but I'll show you later on in the dark basically. So into the grow shed basically. I've just moved things around there, so I've got the tomatoes and things in here. I've got some sign of life on them loofahs, which I'm absolutely over the moon with. 100% germination, fantastic. I have set away them money makers, small money maker tomatoes in here for on Wednesday on the live. I've also set some sun gold tomatoes in these little pots here as well. Now these are the lemon tomatoes I've just potted up, and they are the strawberry tomatoes I've just potted up as well. The tomatoes at the back there, we've got half of them are Moneymaker, half of them are Grandads Delight. That's the second sown that I put in, and Grandad Dave's just set another 2 packets away as well down the allotment in the heated greenhouse, which I'm going to show you over the course of the weekend. I have also got these giant swede, which I potted up last week. They're all coming up and they're all fine. I've just got them underneath the light here, and the light that I'm using is the Spider Farmer SF1000, and that's just for the nursery section. I will be having to move around in here because I do need to get a bigger propagator. I didn't need to change this over for the bigger propagator, so probably will be going back to moving this propagator over to this side to maximise the room, because as I showed you beforehand, I've got heat blankets underneath there to keep the bench warm, so that's what I'm going to be using. Now, the other day I came in and did a bit of therapy as well. I came in and I ringed up all of these onions, had to give them a once over, cleaned them up, and I've got a few that's looking alright actually, considering I've not touched these or done anything with them. I'm pleased with the way they're turning out. None of them are bulbing, as I've said in the past, so I do need to get these sorted out. The stock onions at the back there also doing alright since I cleaned them up last week. And I've just got my leeks in the back here, which will be going out in the garden. Not long these will be going out in the garden just to sit in the natural sunlight. The mini mums that I took cuttings off the other day, I've brought them home because it was too cold in the greenhouse. So I've got them on the bottom heat, see which ones come up. I've seen this one's coming up, this one's up, this one's up, this one's up, that one's up. So I've probably lost a fair few of them, but since putting them on the heat, they have responded a bit better, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that in any case. I've got some giant heavy beetroot there, which are looking fantastic at the minute. Let's see, I'm behind with a few of these things, but at least I'll have something at the end of the year in any case. So, still lots growing on in here. Hey, lots growing on. The next tasks will be to get these onions potted up, but I need some space to be able to do that, and I need to get down and get the fire sorted out as well. So, things are growing nicely in here. I have brought the cucumbers and everything, because I will be starting the cucumbers off shortly as well, but the biggest problem I've got at the moment is obviously in the propagators. I don't have any more space, so I need to get this sorted out, because I've got 2 big propagators sitting underneath here. I need to get in here sorted out. But that's me sorted today. I've had a bit of garden therapy. I'll see you over the next 2 days. It's Sky's birthday, 13th birthday tomorrow, so we'll be having a little bit of a celebration with that. Can't wait till she sees our cake. But I'll see what I can get sorted out tomorrow, but I'll be predominantly getting stuff sorted for Sunday. So if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you on Sunday. I will still show you that light though when it gets a bit darker, and we'll see how bright it is for you if you're interested in getting one. So it is now 10 to 9. It's absolutely pitch black dark outside. You can't see me, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this light on. So let's have a look and see what it's like. That's alright. Certainly does a job. Can't see me there, you see me a bit better there. But hey, that's not too bad, that. That's frightened my eyes like. But I'll spin you around and show you the workbench that I've got with this light. So as you can see, that does me exactly what I need for get some potting done. And the best thing is as well, I'll take it from there and I can move it around. It's not a bad light, that. Stick it back up the top. There we go. Put it down there. Champion. Not bad for a 10 quid light. I think it'll do fantastic. And I think it'll be very helpful for those who have not got any lights on the plot, or have not got no power on the plot neither, because it does have a little charger cable, little charger port at the side, and these do last for a good long time. So hey, good stuff. Well, that's me, definitely. That's me for the night. I'm way back in to get nice and warm again, so I'll be signing off and I'll catch you over the weekend. Lights out. Well guys, Saturday morning, and it is the 27th of March. I just want to first off say bye, happy birthday to Sky, who's 13 today. So happy birthday, little teenager. We've spent the morning opening our presents and things like that up as well, and I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon with her. So I've got an hour or so down at the garden today. I want to show you a couple of things. I want to sow a few more plants. We'll have a look at the Grandads greenhouse as well, and then we'll pretty much be calling it a day, because like I say, it's time for family today. what I want to get sorted, I need to get these cucumbers potted up. So as you can see, they're coming on fantastic, but I need to set them singled off into different pots. These tomatoes here, I'm going to give to Grandad Dave because I want to keep them going. But it was just to show that you can germinate things now, but I need to keep them warm because if not they'll go blue, and I don't want them to go blue because I want to be able to use them. So like I said, still hold off. You can hold off still. There's still a bit of cold weather coming through on a night time, but as soon as them double digits are on, they'll be absolutely fantastic to be able to sow. I'm also going to be sowing some more things today as well. So as you can see here, I've got some busy lizzies here and also a pack of lobelia. So I'm going to get them sown today because I definitely want some busy lizzies for the hanging baskets and stuff. I might order some, but I'm not sowing any petunias because I've already got petunias sown. I tell a lie, I haven't got petunias sown, I've got petunias bought. So I've bought little plug plants. They're easy enough for me to buy them in. I've learnt my lesson in the past from them. So I've bought loads in, I'm waiting for them to come. So I'm going to get these all done. We're going to pop over and see Grandad as well. Right, in Grandad's greenhouse, this is the middle greenhouse where the fire is in. The fire's doing a spot on job. And I'll spin you around and I'll show you the tomatoes that I've brought down, the ones that are starting the heated propagator. So he's had them on the top shelf. And as you can see, they're not short anymore, they've jumped. But he says that they caught a bit of cold, and you can see that they have caught a little bit of cold there. The purple on the bottom. Some of them, that must be when I left the top off one night. The bottom heat's alright, but obviously they're getting caught. So we're just going to take the best ones out of here, and he's going to pop them all up. I've got Gardener's Delight on the left, and I've got Moneymaker on the right, and there's a nice little gap in the middle there to show which ones are what. And I'll tell you what, just rub my hand across them. They smell lovely, them. Grandad's all prepared, ready to go. He's got his pots ready to go down there, nice and warm compost. He's got a little pot bench in here. He's busy filling them up now as well. And I might see if I can give my hand just potting these up. Right. Time to get these all potted up. He's going to pot them up and leave the rest. So this is how I pot my tomatoes up. There you go, Grandad. Right, see you later, Grandad.
You've got to get.
You get yourself prep, get your gloves on, keep your hands from getting dried out. I can see that. Gardener's hands, them. Right, I'm gonna sow some flowers, and I'm getting these as well. I'm now getting two of them. These are going to come in handy for the busy lizzies. So let's go get them potted up. Right, all prepared, ready to go. Got my little trays here. Now remember, when you're sowing flowers or anything else like that, you need to always read what the label says. So I know with these busy lizzie, you can sow them in thin rows and you can prick them out later on. Well, I don't want to do that because I'm lazy. So I spotted these little trays that Grandad Dave's had. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to fill these up with compost, and then what I'm going to do is just sprinkle the seed on the top, just a couple of seed in each one, and then you leave them, because on the packet it says for busy lizzies they like germinate for sunlight. So they don't want to cover them at all with any compost. You cover them, put them on the top with like a propagator or some glass or something like that. With the lobelia, it's different. You need to sow in thin lines basically, with a little bit of seed compost over the top of them, and then you pop them in the propagator, and your seedlings usually appear within 14 to 21 days. Patience is a key. So I've only got one packet of this, so I'm going to get them put in as well. So let's get this started and sorted out. In the seed packet, it contains 50 seed of the busy lizzie. Now busy lizzie are a lovely plant for hanging baskets and even just borders as well. Now Grandad does normally buy them in, and I'm going to give these a go and see if I can get them. If not, I'll just have to buy some plug plants, but it's always worth giving it a go. So I've just calculated there's 50 seed in here meant to be, and there's 48 sections in here, so I should get 2 packets in here. All right, so I'm going to put one single seed in each section, and we'll see how things go with that. Right, so there we are, the busy lizzies are in. I've left them all on the top there. You can see the tiny little seeds there on the top. I mean, you can just make them out like that there, right there in the nail there, that's a seed. So I've got a mixture of 1 and 2 across these here. I'm going to just give them a little drink, a little bit of moisture, then I'm going to put a cover over the top. As it states on this packet there, you need to sow thinly, do not cover seed with compost, firm gently and keep moist with cover with a glass polythene, or propagate a lid and keep 21 to 28 days, so about a month for germination. When they're large enough, transplant them. With these, all I need to do is put them into bigger cups. So we'll see what happens to these over the next 28 days. Now onto the lobelia. The lobelia is another small seed, and what I've got here is I've got a cell tray which I'm reusing from last year, and we've got the geraniums in, and I'm going to be very careful with these because I'm just going to sow a couple in each section, because this will be the last pot that I pot them into. So I'm just sowing them in here, then when they're ready to be transplanted, I'll transplant them straight away. So be very careful. Scissors. Well, there's a little packet in here. There it is there. Now, when I'm opening the packet, see there's a crease on this side. Give it a flick, make sure all the seeds that's jammed in the top here or went down to the bottom. And what I'll do is very thinly across the top, just cut across the top. I don't want to lose any seed at all in here, because they're tiny, absolutely tiny. I mean, you can't even see, I don't even know what I'm bringing in there. Let's see if I can look. You can see it there. That's how small the lobelia seed is. So all I'm going to do with that is, as carefully as I can, sow a few across there, sow a few across there, sow a few across there, across the top one there. It's just a lucky guess here where they're going to. Few in there, 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 and I've got loads there still to put in, so we'll just go crazy with across the top. There we go. Plenty of lobelia. There'll definitely be some stuck in the packet, so open the packet up like such and just flick around, get them all off there. Nice clean packet, jobs are good. And right, so this one I do need to cover over the top of, so into the compost bin, very fine layer of compost over the top. Shake, do the firm down, use another pot, and I'll get my water, and a little water sprayer, give it a good drink. And as per the packet instructions, once again, cover seed with compost, firm gently and keep moist, cover with glass. So propagate a lid again. Now it's a good job I've got a spare one as well. So got another one of these. I'm going to give this a cut, I'm going to try and see if I can find something better than that. But yeah, that's them sown, and that's a little few lobelia done as well. I'll need to get some more lobelia, so I'll need to find the other seeds, because one pack will not be enough. But they're going to be going up on the back shelf with the other stuff, and then I'm going to pot the cucumbers up. Time to get the cucumbers potted up. I'll be potting them into pine pots. And these are just plastic pine cups. I've just nicked the side off. These will last a long time, and they're really good for the cucumbers as well. So, and also they're good for tomatoes as well when you get to that size. So I'm going to quickly get these all sorted as well. There we have, we've got 9 to 11 cucumbers potted up. These are the telepathy ones. Like I say, these were the early sowns that I just sowed in the cold greenhouse, and just the weather that we've had is germinated them getting to this stage. One thing I would like to mention as well though is, can you see this one here? Like this one, like with any other plants, you can see that it's still got its seed cap on. Now, do not take that off there, because you can damage the plants and you can damage the leaves as well. I do believe that there is still some goodness in the seed as well. The seed will burst out when it gets gets big enough. Don't worry about it. It will not harm the plant, unless on the odd occasion that it does, because it's so tight it doesn't break free. Then give it a hand. But I mean, there's this one there. Don't need that. If you see any seed caps on the floor, just get rid of them. But they need a drink. I'm going to give them a drink now, and then I'm going to move on with my next task. Now, as you can see, I've got here my broccoli and I've got the Clapton cauliflower. Now, I've had really good germination. I'm actually impressed with the germination, to be honest, especially with the Clapton, because I only had limited amount of seed. Every single bay has germinated. And with the broccoli, as you can see, this is the reason as to why I put 2 lots of seed in, because if one doesn't come up, then the other one will. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go through, because I've got big enough plants now, and bear in mind these were only sown on the 15th of the 3rd, so it's good growth so far. I'm going to basically take out the double ones. So there's a one there that looks absolutely awful. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get that one, I'm going to snap it off, done. And then that one can grow nice and big into the pot. Same with the other ones. This one here, I mean, you could take them out and repot them on. There's not a problem with that. But like I said in previous videos, I don't want loads and loads and loads of plants at this stage. I only want this amount, that's all I want. So I'm just going to select the odd ones off. There you go, another task sorted out. Fantastic. So I'm going to water these. I'm going to water a little bit from the top, but I'm also going to water from below as well. Let the roots search for the water, because you don't just want to be watering from the top, because you're giving them what they want at the top. I want them the roots to go down into the pot. So all I'll be doing is take the top off this, actually, because this is warm water. In my watering tray, fill the bottom up, not all the way, not loads, just enough so I think it's going to fill a little bit of the pot. And that's the watering tray done. That's watering done for this week. Sorted. No matter what the temperature gets in here, the plants are watered. Handy tip, watering tray. Right, that's me sorted for here and here today. I'm going to be heading home and spending the rest of the day with Sky for her birthday, and I'm working tonight actually. I'm working the fight, boxing match on tonight, so that's me sorted for the rest of the day. I'll catch you tomorrow afternoon and get this video finished off. Let's go and have a look at see how Grandad's getting on with them tomatoes. Right, see how busy Grandad Dave's been. There we go, getting all them tomatoes potted up. So that's them ones potted up, and I have put a few others next door as well. Well, that's what they look like now after being potted up. Give them another week and they will put right back up, and then another week on top of that they will be twice the size, because this thing is like it's like a factory. It's like a tomato factory in here. He's got all of his onion sets ready to go. I got him some, and he's gotten some from himself as well. He's got to put them in. He's busy riddling used compost at the minute, just used for some potatoes. But that's it. That's me done for today. Catch us all tomorrow. Afternoon, Sunday afternoon. I've slept in this morning, so I've limited my time today for down the garden. I've got to get back and help Leslie with dinner and things like that. So I'm going to see what I can get done when I'm down here. I've got my tools because I want to see if there's a couple of things that I need to repair, I think. But I'd rather have them and need them than need them not have them. Just on the back of Sky's birthday yesterday, she had a lovely day. Thanks everybody for your messages. There was a lot of friends on Facebook and things like that as well. There is another birthday girl today actually. So a long time subscriber to the channel, Fiona. Fiona, happy birthday today on the right side of 40. So I met Fiona back at Harrogate, me and Dave, and it was an absolute pleasure. I can't wait to meet up with you and Paul again, and obviously everybody else as well. So I hope you have an absolute fantastic birthday, Fiona. So last week, everybody was quite right to state that these were not pansies, they're primrose. So thank you everybody for your messages. And I've just left these in, and look at them, they look lovely. I'm pleased I left them in. I've got one there, one there. There's another one down there as well. There's a couple down there actually. But yeah, everything's starting to come to life at the minute, and it smells phenomenal. These hyacinths smell gorgeous. And they look lovely as well. It's just a shame that they drop down when they get so big. but I'm going to have an absolute influx of tulips this year again. I said I was going to separate all these off. I actually do need to dig all of these out this year, but I'll get that done when obviously they die back. I'm also going to actually start taking some of the lats off the top of the greenhouse, because I need to get them off so that when I put the cover on, I can then put them back on again for the ones that I can anyways. So I need to get these taken off, which I'll start doing now. There we are, back to the bare bones again. So I've gotten all of them taken off, the roof section's taken off as well. That's all prepared. I'm debating whether to give this a paint before I do it again. I need to take this front cover off actually, but I'll leave that. In fact, no, I need to leave that on for the windows. So I might give this a paint, but I'll see what happens in any case. This is all done, both sides. That's it on the inside. As you can see, I've got all the beams. These will need to be painted because they're just bare. I need to paint them and weatherproof them for again if I'm going to put them back on again. There is a few that are a bit sketchy, like to this one here. It's got a few splits down it and at the top as well. It's split at the top. I might just stick a screw through there and just reuse that again. I'll see, because at the minute I'm finding it difficult trying to get any lats. But they come off, they will be going back on again. So they're all done. Got a lot of boards on the inside for the inside as well. So yeah, that's another unexpected task sorted. Ready to go for me week off, because I'm going to be putting the plastic back over on the week off. So if I'm going to paint this, I'll have to do it early on in the week. So curiosity is starting to get the better of us at the minute. Now last year I planted 2 beds of Charlotte potatoes with just the spare potatoes I managed to get a hold of, and I had a good crop actually. I've still got some in the bottom shed here stored, but I've still got a full 2 rows in the ground. I'm going to go and pull the cover off, and I'm going to dig 2 plants up and see if the potatoes are any good or not. So let's go and have a look. This is the 2 rows here that I had last year, which I dug up for storing. And this side I've got the remnants of last year's potatoes, so I'm just going to pull this over, or pull it back over, and I'm going to see what I can find. It looks like the ground is very damp, so I've probably lost all these potatoes, but let's see what happens. Out of them 4 plants, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've getting a kind of little return of potatoes still. Like, bear in mind, these have been in all winter as well. So I grew them last year, I left them in, and I've got them out of 4 plants, and I've still got the entirety of that row to go. Do you know what I might even do? I might even just leave them in and get another crop this year. Take the tops out, might take the cover off, give it a bit of feed over the top, put the cover back on, job's a good one. Because in that bed next to it, here, this bed here, there's a gladiola, which I will have to dig up, because I've got the rest of these beds to play with as well. Like I say, the bottom ones I was going to use this year for me marrows and stuff. But yeah, good harvest so far. Let's get these cleaned up and we'll see what they're like. And there's a result from 4 potatoes. Oh, I need to get that clean. Missed one. It's always one you're missing there. Anyhow, hey, not too bad. Some nice new potatoes there. A few got worm holes in. Well, that one was. That one has as well. We'll get rid of them too. But other than that, like I say, it's considering they've been in all winter. Some of them even start to sprout again. That's why I was mentioning before. I think I'll just leave the other ones in and we'll see what we get. So, happy days with them. It saves me having to plant the potatoes again. That is just proper lazy gardening. I'm not even embarrassed to admit it neither. I'm all for being lazy. Right, that's me sorted. That's me done. So I'm going to sign off from here. Come into the polytunnel just to finish off, change the scenery, and look what I spot. This stitch that me and Granddad put in together to put this on has failed massively now. You can see outside. So that is definitely no good anymore. I need to buy another cover for this section here as well. So I'll have to measure and see what size tunnel cover I need. And that looks like I'll be getting 2 new tunnel covers to be put on over the coming months. If you're going to do a job, do it right first time. We thought we'd done a good job with that. I thought it was going to last at least a couple of years. Has barely lasted one. Just like, it's the same cover for the onion house. So, but we've stitched it together. Other than that, it hasn't lasted too badly. It's still sort of tight on the ends, but it's just that stitch in the middle, which is a shame. But never mind, lessons learned from it. I needed to get something on, and I got something on. I got something grown in there last year. Now it's time to do it properly and put it on properly this next time. Also, just spotted here as well, we've got signs of life in the deep red lily bed. There you go, champion. I'll get the watering can in here, and I'll get these watered before I leave. I'm going to sign off in here, but I tell you what, the wind's just picked up, so I'm going to find somewhere a bit more quieter. That's a little bit better. It's not often I come and sit in here anymore. I keep forgetting. It's not because I keep forgetting, it's just that it's just more of a storage space than an actual shed. But this bad boy will be going in the new shed when I get it sorted, when I get the materials and all that built, and it's gonna be a little project like. But I'm gonna have to once again start making lists of jobs I need doing and getting this stuff sorted. Leslie did have, I did have some footage last week from Leslie's plot, but obviously with his losing the footage, I didn't put it on. Leslie did do a few bits of recording, which I'll just pop at the end of the video here and see what we've been up to as well, the her plot, because I know a lot of people are interested in it. And yes, I will get it done, Chris and everybody else. I will get our stuff sorted out when I get a chance to do so. As a lot of you all know, it's difficult to manage one plot, never mind trying to manage 2 of your own and your wife's as well. So it's one of them things, it's on the jobs of things to do. I'm one person. But there's no point in going on and on this every 6 months. I was going to move position, but you know what? I'm comfortable, and my home's comfortable where it is as well. But yeah, that's me done for this week. I've got a week of lates coming up this week, Monday to Thursday. Finish 9 o'clock. I'll be down here as often as I can in the mornings to do a bit more tidying up. Leslie did take some bags away the other day to the tip as well, which I was very grateful of. But things are, I'll be starting to sow things next week again as well, so I'll have to rummage around and see what's going on, as it's the start of April. So we'll be I'll be pulling all my seeds out and seeing what the standard normal veg seeds, and seeing what I can get started off, just like I've done with the brassicas as well. So I'm going to get my lists done, see what seeds I can sow next week, and see what other goodies I can get up to. I'm still pleased with the stuff I managed to get sorted this week. I managed to get that fire, which I was very pleased with. Let's see. Now, am I a collector or am I a hoarder? You decide. I've collected them as if I've got loads of spares now. If I've got one that breaks, I've got spares for it. I'll not be really looking for anything else here anymore, because I've got enough basically. I do need to get them moved out of the way and get them sorted out as well, which I'll have to obviously put that on the list. But get them while I can was my main objective, and I managed to get them. But other than that, the shed tidied was fantastic. I can get in there now and store stuff in there. It's still an ongoing mission at the minute to get everything else sorted out. I've got my rotavator to pick up as well, which I was supposed to pick up today, but obviously I didn't get a chance to do so sorry about that to my cousin. And I'll need to get that so that I can get the rest of the beds dug over and stuff as well. I was going to dig that bed today, but obviously with us getting up late because I'm lazy and the weather last night was atrocious. It absolutely poured on with rain. There's no point, it's just claggy, and even just digging them potatoes up, the ground's still wet. So here's what we managed to get done at Leslie's allotment last week. So last time I showed you that there was a problem with the fire and the chimney, so we managed to get that sorted out. On the inside they'd been leaking down and the fire needs to be rubbed down and repainted, but now the chimney is all sealed up. On the inside, no more holes, no more rain coming through. So job's a good one. Inside Leslie's potting shed, she'd been sorting out the tops, the bags of pots that she's got. As you can see there, she's getting all of her pots and everything sorted, ready to go. She's getting all of her shelves and everything sorted. So she'll be ready to be potting on and sowing her own flowers shortly as well. Underneath the bench, she's taken the girls' drawers and made use of them again. And on the outside, she's planted some lovely flowers just to finish off this week. And they are pansies in the back there. So start has been made. That fire will come back up lovely after a rub down, and obviously a good lick of paint as well. I managed to seal on the outside at the top of the chimney without falling down. I had to make a makeshift ladder at the time because I didn't have any ladders down there. That was a bit sketchy, but we managed to get it done anyways. But from me this week, thanks very much for liking. Thanks for everybody for coming in. And I shall see you all again next week. And now time for me fortnight off. Can't wait. See you then. Take care.